All right, you guys, welcome back to the Alpha Platform. Before we get started, do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel. We're growing. Thank you guys so much for 5K. I remember when I just had like maybe 300 subscribers, and just the channel's picking up and it's growing, and it's thanks to you guys, and I appreciate the love. On my platform, I like to champion feminine energy in men. I like to champion men who have more feminine characteristics, traits, you know, um, personality characteristics, I would say. And I think it's because so often we go out in this world or we log onto the internet and feminine men or feminine traits in men are being bashed, like heavily bashed. And you hear gay people saying, "Oh, I don't, no fats, no films," or you hear other men saying, "Oh man, feminine men are the reason why society is in decline," blah blah. Men need to be real, quote unquote real men. But I don't truly feel that way in my heart. I feel like people need to be given the grace to be who they are and be who they want to be. And as the LGBTQ community, we have to provide space for people to be who they want to be. We cannot say that we are this group of tolerance when we don't accept feminine men. It just doesn't make sense. So today I'm going to be talking about the power that comes with being a feminine man, because there's a lot of power to that. Specifically, there are a lot of personal and social benefits that come with being a feminine man. This is Alfred from the editing room. Before we get started, I just want to make this caveat. When I talk about feminine men, I notice a lot of people in my audience like to focus on the physical appearance of a man. And that's not what I'm talking about when I mention men with feminine energy. I'm talking about the internal qualities of a man. So any man, as he can look very masculine on the outside, but he can still have feminine energy on the inside. And we're talking about the benefit of bringing that feminine energy and blending it with your masculinity and not being ashamed to do so. So I just want to make that caveat because a lot of people will say, well, there's different degrees of femininity. I think they're really focusing on the physical appearance of the man, and that's not what I'm focusing on for this video. Before we get started, I just want to say this. Femininity in a man does not take away from his masculinity. Like, we should be aiming to blend both of them together. Does that make sense to you all? I hope it does make sense, but it makes sense to me. Like, I don't want to be the men that I saw growing up or the men that I see depicted on social media as the real men. I think they're toxic. I think they don't understand. I think they're not real men. I'll just be plain and pure. I don't feel like they are real men. Okay, so let's dive into this list. The number one advantage of being a feminine man is emotional intelligence. Straight off the bat, emotional intelligence. Men with feminine energy are often more in tune with their emotions, and that's just the honest truth. They really are, and the emotions of other people. And I feel like if you're going to have successful relationships, you need to have emotional intelligence. But for so long, we've told men not only to not be in touch with their own emotions, but to ignore the emotions of the people around them, their spouses, their children, their loved ones. And we are all suffering the effects of that today because pretty much men do what they want to do and they don't care how you feel about it. And now we're dealing with, single family households. We're dealing with children that don't know how to relate to a man, children that don't know how to be in relationship with men. So yeah, an advantage of being a feminine man is you understand the concept of emotional intelligence, and you have emotional intelligence. So all of this leads to better communication, empathy, and compassion and understanding while in relationships. It is so important to be emotionally intelligent as a man. Another power aspect of being a man who is in touch with his feminine energy is you have a balanced approach to life. For example, a combination of masculine and feminine energy allows for flexibility. For instance, we can say assertiveness, that's pretty much a masculine trait, paired with sensitivity, which is a feminine trait, leads to a well-rounded approach in dealing with challenges, making decisions, and connecting with other people. And that's what we really want these days. We want to be connected to other people, especially if you're out there looking for a long-term relationship with another man or a marriage with another man. You need to know how to connect to other people. Okay, so to give you all an example of a man with the perfect blend of masculine and feminine energy, I want to bring you guys this clip from a HBO series called Looking. Looking was one of my favorite shows back in the day. My only critique with the show is it didn't have enough diversity, specifically black gay men. But otherwise, the storyline was nice. I enjoyed the series. But yes, let's break down this clip. All right, so immediately we have Patrick entering the train. He's getting a place to sit. Everything's going well. Everything's going as normal. He's trying to find his next stop. He looks over. He seems to be upset about something, but yeah, he's sitting there. But immediately you see this dude is checking him out. You see a more masculine man is immediately checking him out. He's asking him questions. That's Richie, by the way. Patrick, the more feminine guy, he sees the guy, he's attracted, he wants to play it cool. He's like, trying to fake a smile or keep a smile under wraps. You can tell both guys have been hurt before in the past, and they're interested but don't quite know. But the more feminine guy is giving him choosy signals. He's saying, with my eyes, I'm going to let you know that I want to be around you. And you see the masculine guy comes over. Richie's, chatting him up. This is so funny because it's so like real life. You know how you like a dude so much, he starts to talk to you, you cannot look at him, right? You cannot look at him. There's a side glance and he knows it. Oh, yeah, but like you can't fake, you can't fake liking a dude. You can't. You're smiling, the eyes give it away. Patrick is just all over this man and feeling it. Yeah, still afraid to be hurt. Still afraid to be hurt. Richie takes it upon himself to get his business card, just really making all the power moves. And like I said, guys with feminine energy, men do recognize you and they do value you. Like you may not get it out in the open, but they like that in you. Warm, inviting, nurturing, agreeable, kind, smiling, like willing to take care of yourself. All these things make you stick out in a man's mind because it's rare. It's rare. So if you have it all, you're the perfect package for a man. Patrick shakes his hand. They're gonna meet up again later on. But the feminine charm worked like a charm. One of my favorite traits of men with feminine energy is their creativity and their intuition. Feminine energy is often associated with creativity and intuition. Men who embrace this can be more open to thinking outside the box, engaging in creative pursuits, and trusting their instincts. I just find they are the best artists, man. Like they are the best artists. They're the best lovers. They're very much in tune to how they feel, how you feel, what you need, what they need. I just feel like that's the perfect like man right there, creative and intuitive. All right, you guys. So this is important. This is important. This kind of shocked me too. Men with feminine energy tend to have improved mental health outcomes. I know it's like it rocks are real, but they really do. They tend to have improved mental health outcomes. Masculine norms sometimes discourage emotional expression, like I've just told you, which can contribute to stress and mental health issues. So if you are a man and you embrace feminine energy, that may help you express yourself more. Like it may help you express yourself in a healthy way, find healthy avenues of getting out what you need to get out, and relieving overall stress and improving your mental well-being. I truly feel like that is a gift, being able to improve your own mental health outcomes by embracing your femininity. As I kind of wind down this video, I want to go back to my topic about us preferring other masculine men. So you have gay men preferring only masculine men, but research shows that men with feminine energy, they tend to be better leaders and better at working in teams. Just the honest thing, like they just tend to be better leaders and better at working at teams. So leadership that incorporates feminine qualities such as collaboration, patience, and inclusivity can lead to a more harmonious and effective team. I would even say a more effective and harmonious household. So I would say a balance of assertiveness and empathy creates an environment where everyone's strengths are valued and you can hear everyone out and everyone has a role to play and everyone feels like they are important and they are heard in the household. So something else that I learned that I thought was pretty cool. Lastly, men with feminine energy tend to have deeper romantic relationships, and we all want that, man. Like that's what we want as gay men. We want deeper romantic connections with other men, and they have it. So men who are comfortable with their feminine energy may bring greater emotional depth and understanding to their romantic partners. This can help foster trust, intimacy, and emotional closeness. And I want to go back to my original point when I say this, but yeah, like on this channel, I want to be a champion for men who are considered more feminine. I want you to feel safe here. I want you to come to this channel and feel like I can not only recognize your value, but educate other people about your value because you are valuable. I don't care what society says. I don't care what that dude on the internet says. For me, excuse me, the people that are pushing our community forward are the femme dudes, are the trans people, the trans girls, the girls. Those are the people pushing our community forward. And I see you, I see your strength, your power, your grace, your beauty. I see your value. And I want more of us gay men to really see that value as well, not only in other people, but in ourselves. Like, growing up, I had a mother that told me, you know, I was too feminine, that was wrong. And now that I'm older, I realize I can be both. Like, I can be masculine and feminine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But nowadays we have heterosexual people that are too much on the extreme to the point where they can't get along. And that's why you have many DL men, many straight men that will come to us gay men and confess their whole life story, confess their innermost secrets, because we've mastered the art of being feminine more than the heterosexual woman is at this stage in time, I should say. So yeah, man, embrace that power, embrace your femininity. That doesn't mean you're giving up your masculinity, excuse me. It just means that you know who you are, you know, and you're willing to blend both masculine and feminine traits, and, you know, embrace that power. You guys, I gotta go. I gotta you know, help someone build a company pretty soon. But it was a pleasure to talk to you guys about this topic. I'll try to bring more in the future. Thank you guys. Wolf is back. We'll pack. Take care. Peace.